Hi, welcome to this ChartGo video. In this video tutorial, I will be explaining how to save your graph and how to retrieve a previously saved graph. I'll start off by creating a very simple graph. I'll just add a title to it, and I'll leave the settings and the data as is. I'll click on the Create button. So now I'm in the result page. In this page, let's assume that you're happy with your graph and that you just want to save it. So basically you're telling ChartGo, I've done everything I wanted with this chart. I just want you to save it and store it so I can come back to it later on and view it or modify it. So what we need to do is click on the Generate Links button here. What this does is it tells ChartGo to save my graph for the next time. So let's click it. As you can see, ChartGo populated the fields here. So this is ID, this key, this address is what you need to come back to your graph later on. You'll notice that there's also a share your graph field. This is very similar to save your graph, but sharing is mostly used for sharing with other users, with your friends, with whoever you want. And the main difference is that when you share this address, whoever uses it will come back to this page, but they will not be able to modify or make additional changes to your graph. All they can do is view your graph. So that's it basically. Let's go back to this. I want to focus on the save one. So as I said, save your graph is actually your key, your ID. So let's assume you click on the email address here, the email button. You will notice that the address is now included in the email. So if you email yourself this, you'll notice that the address will be included in the content of your email. So if you receive this email, you click on this address, it'll bring you back to this page. For our example here, we will use the old-fashioned way. We will highlight the whole address. We will copy it using the menu. And what I will do now is I will close this browser because I want to show you how to retrieve your graph. And I want to make sure that you realize that I'm not in the same browser anymore. I'm using a whole new browser. So let's close it here. Open a new browser. In the address bar here, I will paste back the address that I previously copied. And what that did is basically told ChartGo, I have a graph, this is my key, could you please retrieve it for me? And ChartGo retrieved it, and here it is. It's the exact same graph we had before. You will notice that the Generate Links button is not there, and this is because ChartGo assumes that you want to modify your graph. That's why you put it in the address bar. So let's make additional changes to this graph. So let's add Pete and Jane. So I'm just adding data here, and I'll press the Create button to modify my graph. As you can see, my graph was modified. I have two new contents here, two new data, the Pete and Jane. You will notice that there's still no generate links. That's because ChartGo assumes you're still modifying the graph you previously retrieved. So what I will do again is I will copy this address, which is the exact same address as before. In reality, I didn't have to copy it. I still had it in memory. But I just want to show you that the new changes you made are still there. So close the browser. So assume you're opening a new browser. I mean, it could be, you could have come back to it within the minute, within 3 hours, 6 months, or a year. ChartGo doesn't really care. It just needs to make sure that your address here is accurate. So here it is. It's the exact same address as before. Nothing's changed, but you can tell that ChartGo knew that you've updated your graph, and it kept track of Pete and Jane, which is what you previously had. So I hope that explains how to save and retrieve a graph in ChartGo. If you have any questions, please let us know. Thank you for watching this video, and remember that you can always join our channel, and thank you for using ChartGo, the simple graph maker.